welcome back YouTube. Today's gonna be a story time. Jaylin's it's basically my story time, but she's gonna be like, supporting me in this video, and she might be in the video, she might be talking, make some comments about it. But the other day I made a video basically of story time of basically my college experience, like throughout the 4 years or whatever, how I hardly had a college experience, and I gave a little rundown on basically how middle school I wanted to go to college, in high school, I didn't want to go to college no more, and then last minute I changed, I decided to go to college. So basically this is like, that was a video basically, but this video is basically how, remember in the other video I talked about almost being valedictorian. So basically this is gonna be me basically talking about middle school, how, like being robbed of valedictorian and stuff like that. So yeah, so 6th to 8th grade and also college, I was honor student. Honor student basically meaning like you are like among your peers, your classmates, like at top ranks on like the higher grades basically. So I won them, and then to be valedictorian, you just basically need to be, I guess, the top class, the top student in your grade basically. So I was in 6th to 8th grade. I was honor roll 3 times in a row, and then I was honorable 3 years in a row, and I was elected to be valedictorian in 8th grade. So I was supposed to be valedictorian in 8th grade, but I got robbed. They told me I was going to be valedictorian, which is something like I wanted to do, at least for my mom, to make her proud and be like, oh, he has the highest grades in the class and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then so I was elected. They talked to me, put me in the office, like, oh, you might be valedictorian this year for 8th grade. But then couple of weeks after, they told me that, oh, we actually giving this, it's funny, they actually was like, oh, they was gonna give this, they told me they was gonna give this other girl to be valedictorian because she something like, oh, that this was like her dream. So it's like they wanted to like give her that spot, which I had that, and I think it was supposed to be me and another girl valedictorian, but I think that girl came and they told her, oh, that they told me that, oh, that was her dream, and they're trying to like fulfill her dreams and stuff, so they're gonna give her my spot, which is they're not supposed to do that. So and it's funny.
But she was white?
No, it was middle school. That was not like that school was like, it was kind of ghetto and stuff. It was in the hood. I think I go either Puerto Rican or Dominican, and that school was kind of racist as well, because I remember there was people like, I'm not trying to bash no ethnicity. I love everyone. I love my Dominican people. Obviously I'm dating one. It's just like I didn't like the whole racist thing, on how the people like the people that work there, the principals, they were like, I think some of them were Puerto Rican, some of them were Dominican, but it's like they wanted their own people to like succeed, and they didn't want like other people like black, because there was black people there in school too. The black people, this I'm gonna tell you right now, it was in a school lunch, like the bathroom, because most of the time you would fight in the bathroom, because there was cameras like in the hallway, everything. But I would fight in the stairs where there was no cameras, right? You couldn't see that much. Only like self-defense, I would get in the fights. But obviously, luckily, thank God I never lost, or I never got beat up or something, or I got jumped. Luckily, like, bro, I could have, because, obviously I'm outnumbered, I'm like very few Mexicans there, so I'm very outnumbered. I could get jumped if they wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And so basically, so that school was racist, they wanted their own kind to like succeed, and me, like obviously non-Dominican, non-Puerto Rican.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because like the things that some some Puerto Ricans, some Dominicans are racist. And they be even racist to their own people too. So that's the reason why, like, I think you experience that, because like if you watch old videos and stuff, like some Dominicans can be racist and some Puerto Ricans too.
No, I'm not just saying. What you said is true. But like everyone can be racist, no matter what color you are, ethnicity. Blacks, Mexicans can be racist as well.
Yeah, we all come different.
It's just
colors.
Everyone can be racist. Trust me, any race, white, whatever, blacks, any person can be racist, any ethnicity. But yeah, that school was racist, and it was racist. Like, I can legit tell a lot of stories, and people that went to middle school, they know, as well as like I could give you like a whole like stories about like how racist it works, stuff like that. But this is like, I'm trying to make this video short and not that long. But yeah, they were racist, and so basically the girl, going back to the story, the girl basically took my spot, and I kind of was like pissed when I found out like, oh, that they're gonna replace me with that girl. I'm like, why? Like, I worked so hard to get that spot, and I worked hard, like, studying and this and that. My brothers know I study a lot. I study a lot, you know what I'm saying, to like make sure I got good grades, get in a good high school, and eventually, that time I did want to go to college, so like eventually get in a good college. But yeah, I work very hard, work my ass off. My mom knows it, my family knows it, a lot of my closest friends knows how hard I worked that time. I worked my ass off. So for me to get robbed was really like upsetting, and something like I didn't care that much for me, like, oh, me getting that spot, I didn't even care. I just care about mom, because I was on surprise to be like, mom, I want to be valedictorian for you.
Funny.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel you, because like, since, you know, in 12th grade, because you do the same thing 12th.
Yeah, you can
I wanted to do, and I told you before, I wanted to do like my speech.
Oh yeah, I think
but the things like the principal they also pick out their own people as well.
Yeah, they do that.
3 people. And I'm like, bro, like, that was just stupid, because I also wanted to do my own speech, and I wanted to say what I want, and it was good, and I wanted to feel my confidence up there and say, especially to my mom, like he said. I was feeling that too, like this month too, for my graduate. But she already picked 3 people, and it's like those people she picked are like, she picked like the dumbest people, bro.
I know, they do that. They have their favorites.
Like, they have their favorite. Like, dumbest people. Like, especially how I work, because he saw me. I won like 18 awards, bro. Like, literally 18 awards. Some of them had glass. Like, and it's like, that's not, life is not fair.
It's really not. So, yeah, she could relate. And I know people out there can relate to certain things. Like you got robbed at doing whatever. Like, you got robbed, this and that.
No, because it is true.
I didn't care. Like I said, I didn't care about me. Like, it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. Like, you're like, oh, like, you're showing your, like, you work, like, you're showing, like, you work hard, you're showing people that you work hard and this and that. But what I care the most is for my mom. Obviously, everything I do is for my mom. She knows this. I always tell her this. I always tell her, like, I'm doing this for you, make you happy. People are like, oh, you should do this for yourself. But trust me, my mom is like the best mom out there. You know, I love her to death. You know, so yeah, I do this for her and stuff like that. So yeah, I was upset about that. I never really told her about I was gonna be valedictorian. I did tell her like a couple of years after, like when I was in high school. I think I was in high school and college. I told her I was supposed to be valedictorian, but then I told her about the racist part and stuff like that. And then so one time, I think I kind of skipped a little bit. But going back to the fight, I remember this is the reason how I know it was racist. I remember, like, you know, if Dominicans and Puerto Ricans would get in a fight, and they would be out here smoking weed too and stuff like that. And sometimes they would bring like weapons and stuff like that, like little knives, little blades. Nothing. Like, they'll be back the next day, or they'll be back in a week. One time I got in a fight. I think it was me against, I'm not sure it was like a Puerto Rican, I think it was probably a Dominican person. He got like fucked up. You could tell because his nose, and then the security guard. I don't think they're really police officers. They're not police officers. They act like they are. So that freaking security guard, I forgot. I know there's a security guard in middle school that I hated so much. So basically, I don't know. I think he was like Ecuadorian or something like that. He did not like me. Whatever, you could tell. So basically that day, I remember, I think they saw the cameras, like, there was, like, the fucking bathroom, because we found the bathroom. The fucking bathroom was hot. There was, like, mad people there, mad students there. So that's how they made it hot. They were like, oh, there's something going on in the bathroom. That's why, like, mad people, students are going inside and stuff like that. So basically, security went in there and knocked, you know, they could go inside. If it's a guy security guard, they can go to the boys' bathroom. If it's a girl, they can go to the girls' bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So he went to the guy's bathroom, and then he saw, like, oh, how he was getting, like, fucked up. And then eventually he took him to the principal. He took both of us. And the principal says, me, you stay here. The other guy go to the nurse and go clean up and go back to class. He got in a fight too. How is he going away just because he got fucked up?
Because Bobby didn't saw you were injured?
Yeah, but the security saw us fighting. He saw like us like being on top of each other, stuff like that. Like, how the hell, like, bro? So he's telling me he goes to, so let's say it was me. I got fucked up. I'm pretty sure they will keep me there because this is like I said. People, like, I'm not saying nothing bad about the Puerto Ricans, but they got freaking like let go. They got like excluded. You know what I'm saying? So with me, it's like they told me like, oh, we're gonna call your mom. You might get suspended. And I'm like, literally, these people out there that I don't snitch. I didn't snitch. I didn't say shit. But in my head, I'm like, and they know this. They know this because those troublemakers create messes. They throw shit. They throw books across the room, stuff like that. They curse at the teachers. They even about to. They even go like, oh, I'm about to. They even go as far as like wanting to fight a teacher. They do that shit. And then the principal gets called, and then they just get like sent to the office. And then when people are ready to like go home, dismissal, they get like, oh, go home. But that's it. And the next day they go back to the class, bro. But with me, this is like the first time I got caught like fighting or in trouble. And the principal says, you're gonna stay here. We're gonna call your mom. You might get suspended. And you know what I told the principal? And you know this. I told the principal like, oh, do that. It's fine. Do that. But I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna say like, yo, how racist the school is and how fucked up everything is, the rules and everything. Y'all fucking so biased, and how the fuck y'all robbing me out of being valedictorian. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, she's not gonna see this. The math teacher, it's 7th grade or 7 or 8. I remember.
She's not gonna see this.
She's not. I like the teacher. She was a good teacher. But what made me like not like her no more was this. What I'm gonna tell you. You don't know this. I'm very good at math. You know this.
Yeah.
I get A's. I get 95s, 100s, 90s, whatever. One time there was always two girls. They were smart too. They get the same grade as me. Whatever I get, like they don't get the same thing. One time, tell me that you're gonna be like, wow, I never told you this. So this is something new. I scored 95 on like something like an exam, and then it was like for like specialized high school. That's basically not like it's not like people that are stupid. Specialized high school, like people know Stuyvesant, Beacon, Brooklyn Tech. Those schools are the top high schools in New York City. I scored I took a pre-test, like a little practice test. I scored a high grade. They scored a little bit below me. I think one of them scored like basically the same amount or a little bit like lower. The other one, yeah, they scored they scored good, whatever. So they were like, oh, this guy's smart. This guy is good at math. And listen, I took a math and I took English. I scored more higher in math because I'm more good at math. English, I hate essays. I hate essays. That's one thing. It's not because I'm stupid. I just hate essays. I hate that shit so much. You know this.
Yeah.
So I remember like, so basically she knows like, oh, well, she knows my abilities. She knows how, like, I'm smart, this and that. One time, those marking periods, those little, they call blocks. So I was supposed to get a 95 for that period, for that block or period, whatever you guys call it. Marking period or blocks. I got a 95. I saw it and they gave me the paper. I got a 95. The other girl complained that one of the girls complained like, oh, why I got 85 when she normally gets like a 90. But that marking period, but that block, she started slacking. That's on her, right?
Yeah.
The teacher talks to me in private saying that I'm gonna give you a 90 and I'm gonna give that girl like a 90 as well. Why are you lowering my grade 5 points? And why are you giving her 5 points? She didn't work her ass off that marking period. Just accept it. That's it. Me, why I gotta lose 5 points when I work fucking hard? I get good scores. I study my ass off. I didn't really have a childhood. I mainly like depend on like studying like for my future. I didn't like fuck around and like go out hang out with my friends. I did, but not as much as other people would. And most of the time was me studying. So how the fuck do I lose 5 points and then the girl gains 5 points when the whole thing like how I had a 95 and they took 5 points away from the marking period grade whatever. And they gave her 5 points. They gave her my 5 points. If anything, why can I not stay with a 95?
They should give you a 98.
Like, why can I not stay with a 95 and why can she not give her a 90? Whatever, okay. But they were like, no, we can't do that. And fuck you, mean you can't do it? You could do that. Like, I don't know. Like that. There's another thing is like, yo, if I get in trouble and when I got in trouble in middle school, I got in trouble. But if other students like, they didn't get in trouble. Like they got in trouble, they didn't really get punished. I got punished. I don't know for what. So this is what happens. So basically, so yeah, that's why I got robbed valedictorian and I got upset as fuck with that. And excuse my language, like I'm keeping it real. This is how I talk, but like I am cursing a little bit a lot because this does piss me off and it's real. It's raw. Like basically, this is real. Like of what happened. Sorry about the dog, but like
because they showed me the plays, the school in person, and I was like, oh hell no, that's really ghetto, right?
And then what happens around? Remember the park? People get people die. People get like
the art,
sexual harassment, stuff like that. It is a bad school, but like
I know how I feel. Someone will go through that unfair thing, and somewhere like and we get stuff taken away that's not fair for us.
Yeah, it's not like
I hate that.
Yeah. Like people work hard and they get robbed for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I don't like some teachers, bro. I feel like they just do that on purpose. Like they just do like to pick favor, like teacher's pet, basically,
Yeah.
And not only that, they sometimes want to be putting you fake bad grades, so they could think like you're the dumb, like thinking yourself you're dumb, but you're actually smart.
Right.
I don't know. I had a lot of my teachers, bro, back in the day, and I still do, and I don't give a crap if they see my YouTube video. Like, honey, what you gonna do?
Nothing.
So
nothing.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
So yeah, so that's one you could say one story about it, like a racist story about it too, because I dealt with racism when I was a kid, and you still deal with racists here and there, but like sometimes you know it, sometimes you just you don't get them attention, or sometimes you say some shit and then they get shocked and stuff like that. But like everyone gets every ethnicity, bro. If anything, Mexican
every
people,
culture, religion.
Let's be honest. Mexicans and blacks are the worst about, like, you know, they get racist slurs. Us Mexicans, we get hated a lot. I don't know for what. And you know what's funny? Everyone watching, if you think like whoever built the apartment you live in or the house you live in, it's from a Mexican. Mexicans freaking do construction. They do that. You
just
see
like
Mexican.
the USA. It actually belongs to the Native American, and it's like mainly the Mexicans. Like
us Mexicans get hated on as well. So it's like you gotta stop that, like, bro. Like,
oh wow, my kids don't get hate from
like, bro. They get hated. Us Mexicans get hated. That's we racist. Obviously, stop the racism. You know, love one another, every color, every form, every body shape.
I love my people.
Yeah, anything. Just love everyone. You know, life is too short. Don't spray hate, spray positivity. Make sure you like the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn post notification on. Share the video to a friend. Share the video to a family member. Share a video to a dog. Share them to look. You see how share it to the whole animal squad, whatever. Yeah. So we stay tuned.
We're not fighting.
So stay tuned to the next video. See you guys. Yeah.
And the next video. Say bye, Tina.
Close the video.
Close the video, Jojo. Close it.